Hi, this is Robert Hogg. It's December 27th, 2021, and I'm at home in my easy chair, and I'm going to read a poem for periodicities called The Poem That Starts in the Night. If I look out the window of this house I am given to live in, white ice and snow, my own heart frozen, the landscape a picture of what I am to myself. My family, my surroundings, softer and warmer than ever I might in a more reckless time have known. But I do not count my blessings as I know I should, though there are no shoulds, she tells me. 4 chairs to sit on, and a sleeping cat on each, Motley on the divan, big kitty on the rocker. I might push to the window and read in the coming light. Hamlet asleep on another, and in the easy chair, baby cat curled up in peace. And all this reminds me to let things fall into place around me as best I can. Leslie asleep in our bed, our next child deep in her womb, Ethan in his crib. What pleasures and fears will lead him away from his soul? What kind word or hand some day lead him back? On the 3rd of February, I make my annual call for spring. Winter is killing me again. It finds me as usual, wrapped in myself. Every winter it's the same old thing, only older, older. This is what the ritual seasons always forget to tell. That we all die a real and final death as well. And each of these winters brings us closer to what it means to turn white as driven snow. God knows we try to beat it, as even these hyacinths, forced into life, bloom now in February for our delight, but will not again. Though planted in the ground, they are perennial and multiply their kind. We kill them for their beauty, breed them against themselves, so we can have life in a landscape of death, a fragrance of winter spring. It is true, even the best would kill anything to have life in their world, though some, I believe, would die rather than kill just to live. So this hyacinth blossoms, and love fills our house. Everyone, including the dog and Nellie, curled up in the kitchen, are in a possible dream of summer, such as only warm sleep and fragrance can provide. While I am awake, thinking the many ways you have made this house a bit of brightness, when your own thoughts are shadowed much of the time. Love that comes in the night, or early in the morning, flees at first light, when doubt beckons, and the mind questions every action, every belief become illusion. Sleeping arms and legs now, shards of intellect, bits of hair in my eyes, shreds of my own nakedness, a heart pounding fear, because I cannot believe an age-old dream of love and renewal could still be true. If only I could bow my head unthinking for a while, let my spine uncoil, my limbs loosen a little, maybe then I could feel the near death a dreaming hyacinth allows. And what do I fear? That I need to die. I do not need to die. This hyacinth saves my neck from the axe, for a time at least. Grows pink in the dark basement before being brought to light, where it blooms now in the frosted pane. It shows me a gentler birth, a gentler death courts the heart. So we who live and die in the world, of which we are the instance, day in and day out, may find our way to withstand the undoing of night. And so we force these hyacinths to bloom, always and necessarily ahead of nature's call, and then discard them for the real spring flowers. So too the poem burst in the dark, awaiting light. Well, that poem is pretty apt for this time of year and for this stage of my life. But in actual fact, it was written many, many years ago, in 1973, in March the 3rd, actually, at a cottage or a farm, I should say, that we owned or rented for a time on Hawthorne Road in the National Capital Commission's Greenbelt in Ottawa. So it's an old poem now, never published at this stage, and so this will be its first appearance, I take it, in periodicities, and hopefully it'll be in a forthcoming book of, I think, called Lost Poems. All right, I'm signing out. Thank you very much.